So, welcome back to Me, My Dad and Friends. I'm once again joined by my dad, Richard.
Now I'm depressed.
My good friend Gaz.
She may have died.
And as always, I'd just like to ask, if you haven't already follow our socials and all that lot, you'll find us everywhere with Me, My Dad and Friends, apart from YouTube, which is MMDAF. Also, as a quick side note and a bit of a disclaimer, there may be mild swearing and there will be some mild alcohol consumption. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Me, my dad and friends.
Series 1, Episode 8. As always, I'll read out the synopsis before I start. Monica and Ross mourn the loss of their grandmother. Chandler is shocked to find that people think he is gay. So, with a bit of a change, instead of just asking how you found it, how did you find the Chandler plot through the episode?
That was quite good though. Yeah, quite funny. Opens up a whole new can of worms for him in regards to his sexuality.
It's a bit of a running theme, isn't it?
I think, it is a bit of a running theme. Yeah, it's very relatable as well, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I was originally going to ask, have you ever been called gay? And I thought, what's the point?
Well, I don't deny it as much as I used to.
Yeah, I think it's. I think Chandler's very strong in this episode.
Yes. But once again, Ross just smacks it out of the park.
Stole the show.
He does. I think whoever tries to have a starring role in the episode, and Ross is in it, I think they're very up against a lot of competition. Because he just, I don't know, although Chandler was very good in this one.
Yeah, because Chandler was the only one with a separate plot line, wasn't he, in this one? So, and you say again that Ross is taking his limelight.
Oh, yeah, he just has. It's just everything he does, from the way he says the line to his physical comedy. It's just brilliant. It really is.
What did you think to Ross's jealousy in the episode? Do you think it's just, or is he overreacting because he's never actually told Rachel how he feels?
Probably overreacting to a certain extent, because obviously, mind you, I thought he might have said a bit more when he was high on the painkillers and that, because I thought he might have come out and sort of tried to kiss her or something like that.
That was brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh,
you don't get it.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite Ross moments. That's really, really funny.
But
really.
Yeah, he could have come across more needy, but he held it back, which is quite good, really, because it doesn't destroy anything that they've got friendship wise.
I think if you watch that episode on its own, and he would come across as a bit of a dick, Ross, because he's not done anything to get Rachel at all.
No, because he's never actually been honest, has he?
No, never said anything to her.
I think he overreacts slightly with the jealousy and things like that. But
I suppose then, and if you're in that situation, how do you react?
Oh, I'd be jealous if someone had stolen Rachel from me.
I think we all would.
But unless he bought her a pair of shoes, and you might get, might be quids in.
With his physical comedy, did you enjoy the falling in the grave?
Yes, I was waiting for that.
You saw
I
it
could
coming.
see it coming, because I thought he's moving slowly and he's just talking away, and then boom, gone.
Yeah, it's But just on that, with him saying that's his biggest fear. What's your biggest fear?
Probably mine is being trapped similar to Ross's, I suppose, trapped in a cave or something like that. Where it goes narrower and narrower and narrower, and you've got to crawl through it. I couldn't do it.
But you?
being wrongfully convicted of a crime. That's my biggest fear.
That's another one, yeah.
That's a different one.
The life out of me, that.
Yeah.
That's quite an unusual one.
It's quite deep.
Yeah, it's very deep.
Don't put yourself in them positions, Gas.
Well, no, I don't.
It's looking
That's
like
the
that.
thing.
You look
It
like a
can
bloody
happen to
convict.
everyone. It can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
No, that's quite a one I've never really thought about before.
No, it
but
scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Every day I'm alive, that's what I'm thinking about. Why the police come knocking at my door now and tell me I've murdered someone, and I like, fucking hell, I'm drunk after that. What about you?
Yeah, what about you?
Probably similar to Dad's, but add water.
Oh yeah, don't like
That anything to do with water, to be honest, terrifies me.
Yeah, if I was stuck on a sunken ship and I had to go under the water, I can't swim anyway. But if I had to go under the water to get to another part of it, I'd be right. I'll stay here.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've seen those videos of the ice divers.
Yeah,
Oh wow, that's terrifying.
No.
Yeah.
No, I would no enjoy that.
No.
But in that scene as well, I thought the fashion is very 90s.
Yeah.
Very 90s.
Yeah. Quite enjoyed all the shades and the guys had on.
Yeah. It looks like a scene from Fast and Furious.
Yeah, either that or what's the kill? No. What's the one with the dogs?
Need more than that.
101 Dalmatians.
No.
Oh.
Cruella de Vil wears a long coat.
Reservoir Dogs.
Very, very different films.
Reservoir Dogs when they're all walking down the street, Mr. Blue and Mr. Pink, and those remind me a bit of that. Or a bit of Mafia when he come in to the apartment. When Joey was speaking, I thought he was going to come out with some kind of Godfather quote or something like that.
I don't think Joey's clever enough to do that, is he?
Well, he's half Italian, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Not all half Italians are gangsters, though.
No, we're not. Disclaimer. Not saying they are. But it was very 90s.
Yeah.
Very 90s.
I think the whole episode is there's a lot of physical comedy in this one.
Yeah.
Mainly from Ross.
It's always Ross, though. Isn't
Yeah, with the sweetness.
it? Just him trapped in that closet, though.
Yeah.
Let's go look in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Joey wasn't in it much this time.
Did you not think?
No, I didn't think he did anything in this one. Monica seemed to play a bit more of a part.
How did you find Monica's role in this one?
Again, she doesn't. It seems to be a recurring theme, this, but she doesn't have like any one-liners or any sort of
I don't necessarily
comedy value, does she?
Yeah, she's not a comedic character, I don't think, is she?
I think she's supposed to be like the mother figure, isn't she?
Yeah, because I know like Phoebe comes out with complete way out there.
Yeah,
and
some
Rachel,
of her anecdotes, Phoebe's just brilliant, aren't they?
Like the whole thing with the pencil. I don't know who this is. This is not my mate. But Rachel sometimes won't bring much to it. But Monica seems to be the constant throughout the whole series. She doesn't really.
Well, I'll stop you there. Rachel brings a lot to this series.
Yeah, well, I know that.
Let's not be throwing Rachel under the bus.
She's not as funny as Phoebe, though, is she? But she does bring a lot to it. But Monica is just she's just not very funny right now. She isn't anyway.
No.
I'm hoping that in future, and as the more the episodes come in, I'm hoping she plays more of a part in the comedy.
She definitely plays more of a part, but it's whether I can't.
She's just not as funny as the others, are they?
No.
Yeah. Do you think that's the character that they wanted, or do you think is that because of she can't do comedy?
No, I don't think it's that, because there are bits, aren't there? That she is very, very funny.
Yeah.
Maybe they just wanted to instill this mother figure of the group and stuff, and they wanted her to be a bit more serious than the rest. I don't know.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of her relationship with her mother. Maybe that's why she's a bit more serious, because she's been put down so much.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the mum and dad back in it?
Yeah, I like Elliot Gould. It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's dead. We're not quite sure. We're looking into it.
We're looking into it, yeah.
I think Jack only gets funnier as well.
He's so good.
I love him.
He's so good.
Love him. But did you know Christina Pickles got nominated for an Emmy for
that
this episode?
Did she really?
Yeah, best
really?
guest star on a comedy.
Wow. She didn't win.
She didn't win, no, but she got nominated.
Do you know who won?
I don't know. I did research. I didn't do that much research.
Oh, half-assed then.
Well, you could say that. But yeah, I think with Monica as well, as it's showing him and her mum's relationship a lot more.
Yes, yeah.
Like this one really highlights where her mother gets it from.
Yeah. Because Ross is the one that's helping out, whereas Monica is just sort of, again, she's just sort of left in the background and she's just picked on by the mother.
I thought this was quite a strong Monica episode. To be
No, it was. It's. I think it's probably one of the most we've seen her in an episode.
She had more lines.
She had more lines, a lot more lines, but
stronger episode.
Yeah, but
I think it's a pretty strong episode for all of them.
Yeah, well, I would say yes, apart from Joey. I don't think Joey did. A lot.
I don't know. Watching the
funeral
game, I think that you start to see who Joey is now.
Yeah, that is a bit.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, but
see, have you ever done it? Not at a funeral, but at an event or a.
I've watched golf. I've watched football at family meals and stuff, but never at a funeral.
No, I've never done it at a funeral. I've done it at a wedding and a christening.
Yeah, see, I've got no problem with that.
Yeah, no, I mean.
Unless it was my wedding.
You'd have it on a screen.
Would you do it?
You'd have it on a screen.
Yeah, I would actually. Yeah. If it was my wedding,
yeah,
there'd be no wedding.
Plus, I'm on the top table for that. There's not a lot I can do.
Well, we haven't discussed that one yet. So.
Well, it's true. Yeah.
You'd have it on a big screen.
I would. Yeah, I would.
You'd have 6 screens going.
I'd have everything on.
Anyway, I think this is the first sort of big hint we get of Phoebe's job.
With the pencil? No, not pencil.
When obviously you don't know what her job is yet.
No.
When Ross falls into the hole.
Oh, and she tends to him. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. She checks his back.
Yeah.
She
That's
goes,
spasm.
You missed a belt loop.
No, that's a spasm.
Yeah.
She's like a physiotherapist or something like that.
Well, I won't ruin it for you. I mean, I don't think
you just did basically.
Yeah.
Well,
basically.
you know. I think it's the first real hint we get at it.
Yeah, it is. Well, she mentioned aromatherapy in the previous episode, I think.
And it's the first time we see Chandler in his job. Oh, no, it's not. It's the second time we see Chandler in his job, isn't it?
Yeah, we've only seen him at his desk so far.
In his little cubicle.
Yeah, in his cubicle, yeah.
Yeah, we've not seen him interacting with...
No.
Not with people.
No.
Because it was the smoking episode, wasn't it? We saw him at his desk.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you make of the gay storyline?
That's quite funny.
I thought it was like way ahead of its time.
Yeah, it might ruffle a few feathers nowadays. Especially,
I don't think it will. I think it's very understanding of...
Yeah, I suppose it is in a way, but then when the guy comes out, he says, "Oh, what?" And he says, "What do you think I'm? How does he describe himself? Not special.
With equality.
With equality. Well, you think our people are going to judge you on with equality?" I thought, okay. But whether that's segregating, because you can't. You know, it's just a minefield now, isn't it? With all PR and stuff, so you got to. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
I thought it was handled really, really well.
Yeah, it was.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think but it's not the first time they've tackled the issue, is it? With Susan.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Carol and
I think
Susan.
it's different. No, like I think it is different.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is. Yeah, but I would agree with you. I think it is done really well.
Yeah,
really well. Because the way he handles it.
He's not offended.
No,
he wants to know.
He understands it.
Yeah.
I
if he'd have came across all defensive and stuff, then maybe
that could,
people could have got their
really
back
upset
up.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I loved it. That was brilliant.
Yeah, it was a strong.
What is his quality?
His hair.
Yeah, he has homosexual hair.
Homosexual.
What is the what does he say? Don't we all look nice dressed up?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's
like
a
that,
perfectly acceptable thing to say. Maybe
I
that might just say stuff about me,
Says
really,
more
won't it?
about us, I think. Than,
Yeah. But then again, how long ago was that done? 94.
94, 95.
Yeah, but what? No, November 10th.
So we're talking 20 years,
94.
isn't it?
Yeah.
21 years.
30 years.
Yeah, 30. Oh, Jesus.
See, would that issue have been tackled on anything else really at that time?
What, like homosexuality and stuff
Yeah.
like that? Yeah, because like you had stuff like, I'm not sure if it was the same sort of time, might be a bit later, but you had the Channel 4 series Queer as Folk,
Queer as Folk, yeah.
things like that, and also another American sitcom, 6 Feet Under, with Dexter was in it.
Ah, right,
And
okay.
he played, I think he was gay, and that came. But it was, because at that time, after the whole AIDS thing in the 80s and late 80s, it sort of exploded, and then, everybody was sort of coming out.
Will and Grace was around that time, wasn't it?
Will and Grace,
Yeah, so I think there was quite a bit. It wasn't as taboo as it was in like the late 80s and that. It was sort of frowned upon, but it's what it is, isn't it?
How did you find, when Ross announces the Nana scene? Not so much he doesn't announce the Nana scene, but that scene, because I think they've done it quite tastefully.
Yes.
Because originally when they filmed it, the laughing track was edited in. When he comes back out to say that she's actually passed away now.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be a serious scene.
Right.
But they edited in a laughing track, which I didn't know that until doing a bit of research on it.
After which line?
When he comes out and announces that she's actually passed.
And he goes, now she's passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, okay, it is funny.
It is funny, yeah.
But originally, supposedly, it wasn't supposed to have a laughing track behind it. They added it in at the end.
There would have been an audience there, though.
Yeah, but
they were told not to laugh, or what?
From what I've researched, it wasn't supposed to go in. They just made a rash decision. Well, yeah. But I thought it was really interesting. I didn't know that.
I don't think they can make it really serious. I don't think that would fit in there.
No, but I think this episode touches on all those subjects, all kinds of different serious
Yeah,
subjects.
no, it does. Or maybe, obviously it was filmed in front of an audience. The audience might have been told to be quiet while he delivers his line.
Yeah.
Because he delivered it so well, the audience haven't laughed. And they thought, that was funny, that.
Yeah.
Track behind it. Because they didn't know how he was going to deliver it.
Yeah.
I wonder how many times.
Following that, you go into the coffee house and they're all talking about death and things like that. I think that highlights Joey really well.
Yeah, because he brings you back to the photographs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What? So Joey says, when you're gone, you worm food.
Yeah.
What do you think happens when you die?
When we die?
Is that it?
Yeah, I don't think
No.
so.
Elaborate.
No. I wouldn't say I'm a non-believer in spirits and stuff like that. Just not know. But I don't think it's like that. I know it's the first time they go into Central Perk at the beginning.
Wasn't the first time.
Was it not? The second?
No.
It was the second time. This one then.
It's definitely been one.
Oh, it was the one where he was
The one you hated.
yeah, the one where they was the play, and it was
Yeah, they were
Joey's
in the
play.
that one,
Joey's
yeah.
play, yeah, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, and they didn't talk about sex.
I think the whole
No, it mentioned, wasn't it? No. Other than Chandler.
Ross is your favourite?
Oh, well,
Is Ross your at this point? Is Ross your favourite?
See, I thought Matthew Perry was better in that episode. I think Matthew Perry steals that. I think, you know, when they're in the coffee house and Phoebe says, "I feel as though my mother's always here."
Oh, and he moves away.
And his reaction and things like that, I think he steals it. Okay, Ross is funny. He's got his physical and everything. I think what Chandler does is such clever humour. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, it'd be boring if we all had the same opinion, wouldn't it?
Well,
you know.
Why do you? Because you.
No, I'm with Rich on this one. I think Ross steals it again.
I thought it was. I agree that Chandler was very good in it, and I think it was a lot better than the one when he was stuck in the vestibule. I think because he brought a lot more to it. But Ross, hands down, I thought he just.
See, I enjoyed watching people in the background of this episode. So you know when Ross falls, passes out on Rachel. When Monica and her mum are talking, did anybody notice what Rachel was doing?
No.
Because they're in the background and Ross is still passed out across her.
Yeah, and she asked for a cookie or something.
No, but after that, so they're just chatting and she's sort of stroking his hair.
Oh,
right.
And then she just sits back and just does a big.
I didn't notice that.
Did you not?
No.
There's a lot of stuff like that in this episode.
Right. So it's one that you've got to watch again, really.
I think this is one that every time you come back to it, you're going to pick up on things.
Yeah.
I thought it was a real change of pace, wasn't it? From what they've normally been, to go for such like deep subjects like death and homosexuality. Like that's brave. That 8 episodes in.
And it was death in the family as well.
Yeah.
There's someone that they both love. So I thought it was quite a nice change. I should say a change in pace and a changing sort of story.
Yeah.
I think one thing to back up your theory on Ross stealing it is in the DVD version, Monica goes coffin shopping with Jack.
What?
He does. You've got the DVD.
I've got the DVD.
Yeah.
I've got the box
Watch
set
it.
home, yeah, but
It does, because I watched the extended version today, and that gets cut out over Ross spending time with his mum and his auntie.
Right, yeah.
Oh, when getting the dress and everything.
Oh, see, I would have preferred to see more of Elliot Gould than.
I can't.
He's just so funny. He's so funny.
Yeah, because despite he wants to be buried at sea.
Yeah,
it's just
that'd be fun.
yeah.
Back
People
some
always
sandwiches.
say I'm so predictable.
What did she say to him? They would have said wouldn't have been like you. Oh, I like that.
Buried at sea. Huh. So overall, what did you think to the episode?
It was a good episode. It was a strong episode. A lot going on. But also see more into the characters a lot more, especially Monica. I was quite glad that Monica got a bit more time in this one, because I think she needs to be more up front in the camera, and also Chandler was back on form, I thought, in this one. But as I say, Ross was great. Even Phoebe's little part though, they showed with her pencil and that, and
You'll think Phoebe's not got much of a mention from you this episode, which...
No, I don't think she did an awful lot. I think the only 2 scenes that I took notice of was the pencil scene, and also the when Ross is lying on his back.
What a lovely day.
Yeah. Weather-wise.
Yeah. Although the more I watch it, the more the theory you said the other day, it just makes sense.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day actually.
What we on about?
That theory where you think it's all in her head.
Where Phoebe's just watching
that theory.
And then she wakes up and it's just her. And, yeah.
I take no pleasure in that theory at all. Hate it because it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does make sense.
What did you think to the episode? Because you really enjoyed the previous one.
The previous one was my favourite one so far, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I like this episode. Really, really like it. I love Chandler on his own. And what I liked was we saw a storyline with there was only one. There was the death of the grandma and the family, and then there was Chandler on his own. And I think storylines where we separate the 6 of them, I think they're better.
Yeah.
Because there's more. I think there's more going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the one where no one's ready. I think that's one of the strongest
Yeah,
episodes.
I know.
Yeah.
There's always going to be examples to argue against, isn't there? And when we get to them, I'll probably change my mind.
I can't wait to get there.
But yeah, I like it when they separate, especially at the beginning, because we don't need to see them all together.
No.
Not every episode, because...
Well, they wouldn't be like that in real life, would they?
No, exactly, they wouldn't. They would
be doing their own thing.
Because we need to see them doing their jobs and dealing with family stuff and stuff like that. But yeah, it was funny, as always. It's always funny.
I think at the end of the episode where it pans and they're looking at the pictures and they say it looks like a really good gang.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
And I think that solidifies, like Rachel saying, "I've got magic beans."
Yeah.
I think that solidifies it, and you know now they're very, very strong friends.
Yeah, they are ace, aren't they?
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
Love them to pieces. Wish I was one of them.
Well, you can be.
Well, I am in our group.
Yeah.
I'm Phoebe, the one daydreaming about it.
And on that note, we'll get ourselves into the quiz, I think. The Me, My Dad and Friends episode quiz. Welcome back to the Me, My Dad and Friends quiz. The current scores, Gaz, you're on 50. Dad, you're on 36. Bit of work to be done. So, should we get straight into it?
Yes, let's get straight into it.
Have we got the buzzer?
We've got the buzzer.
Okay.
We've got it. I think Richard's a bit closer than me. No.
Excuses already. 3. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
What was the lady's name in the first scene with Chandler? I can't see who's got that, so
It's me.
Gaz.
that's Gaz. Okay.
I don't know. Sharon?
No.
Shelley.
It is Shelley. It's a great start, Gaz. What did Monica's mum critique her about? Gaz?
Her hair.
It was her hair.
Was it though?
Well, it was her
It was
hair.
her ears, wasn't it?
No.
No. First
She
So
said-
she said she didn't like her hair over
She
her
said,
ears 'cause
no,
she's got
when they were in the
large ears.
hospital,
Yeah.
they said,
It was because.
yeah, she said, what have you done to
It
your hair?
was.
And she goes, nothing. She goes, oh, maybe that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm right, Richard.
Are we ready?
We're
Yeah,
ready.
go
Yeah,
on.
don't
Finish
worry about
bickering?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. What does Phoebe say about Chandler's hair? Dad.
It's looks homosexual looking.
It is. What did Ross find of his in Nana's closet? Gaz.
His retainer.
That's correct. Where does Jack say he wants to be buried?
Hannah said I got it.
Okay.
It was at sea.
Was. What does Monica's mum say isn't her best feature?
Sorry, ask that again.
What?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What does Monica's mum say isn't her best feature? Scars.
Earlobes.
I'll give it you. It's ears.
Oh.
I mean, ears are part of the ear. You know.
Okay.
Chandler asked his friends if they thought he was gay when they first met him? Which friend did not think Chandler was gay? That.
Phoebe.
No.
Ross.
It is. Who said Nana would steal sweet and low from restaurants? Dad?
Ross.
It was Ross. Shelley told Chandler she wanted to set him up with Lowell. What department did Lowell work? Gaz?
HR.
No.
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 Damn it.
It's over to you, Dad.
I think Brian was in wages, wasn't he? Was it?
I've got it now.
It's no good now, Gaz.
It's not. No, I've already pressed B button.
Finances.
Do I give him that? Financial service?
Yeah.
I think I can give him that. Yeah.
Where did I get HR from? I got too excited, didn't I?
When Jack saw Joey watching TV, what was the score of the football?
17-14.
It was 17-14.
To the Giants.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
American football.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really like proper.
No.
Sure. Who was the original owner of the earrings Monica was wearing? Dad?
Nana.
Nana. Puts Dad in the lead, just FYI.
For today?
Yeah.
Yeah, not overall.
What does Monica's mum want her to start wearing? Sorry, I should rephrase that. What does Monica's mum want her to start using?
Oh, well, I would have got
Wrinkle
that.
cream. Night cream.
Night cream, yes. What was the name of the place that the photo of Nana was taken?
Java Joe's.
It was. Do you know where Java Joe's comes from? Just out of interest.
Pizza place.
It was one of the original names for Central Perk.
Oh, really?
That's what they were thinking about calling it.
Well, that's interesting.
Fun fact.
So now we know.
Yeah, so, sorry, go on with the quiz.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
In what year was that photo taken? Scaz?
1939.
Yes. That's good knowledge. Right, I have to be quick. Is Brian gay?
Yes.
Oh, he is, of course he is, yeah. Lowell told me.
Okay, final question. What is the name of Phoebe's friend?
Debbie.
Yeah. Fair dues. So, at the end of this quiz, Dad, you're on 45. Gaz is on 57.
Catching you up, baby.
I should clear up. It's a race to 70, and then we will refresh.
Right, okay.
Excellent.
So, you're in with a good chance at the moment.
No, I know. Just need to sharpen up mine. If I was playing right-handed, you wouldn't have a chance.
Probably, yeah.
Have you just gone in because it's your left hand?
I'm using my left hand, and your dad's using his right hand.
You need some practice with your left hand then, guys.
I can't. It's a bit flaky.
Right, well, I'm going to finish it there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, as always, thank you very much for listening, and now thank you for watching as well. For the audio listeners, we are on YouTube. You can see our three handsome faces, which is good. Yeah. So yeah, thanks again. Please like, subscribe, and follow, and rate, and all of that lot. So yeah, it's a bye from me. It's a bye from Dad.
Goodbye.
And it's a bye from Gaz.
Ta-da.